they'll probably just pop in a minute or so. So this week we come to a pretty intense emotion of grief, which is something that unfortunately all of us will experience in our life in different ways. And often it manifests as, I would say, not one thing. So you get these waves of sort of anger, sadness, depression, injustice. It splits into a variety of emotions which all stem back to grief. I feel like in the West we have not unhealthy but a strange way of looking at grief. You'll see in other cultures they spend more time, say, with the body, or it's more of a celebration. Over here it feels quite like something that we don't talk about very often. There isn't a lot of resources for, and there isn't a lot of community support around grief. I think we're getting better. I've seen a few sort of grief cafes and things popping up. So we are definitely moving in the right direction. But I've shaped today to give you some tools to use by yourself or with your family, things that you can do at home to help alongside your grief. So again, with all of the other emotions, I don't think grief is something you ever really lose. It just kind of changes. You just learn to manage it better as time goes on. Time's an amazing healer, but these are some tools that help you while it's feeling really intense and overwhelming. So we're going to do with our movement a lot of opening out the heart. When we experience grief and loss, actually, when you just lose a job or a relationship, this kind of protective grounding happens in the body, and it closes off your heart, which at the time is a really useful mechanism for protecting you. It's like, no more, I don't want any more hurt, so you close it off. When you're ready, you want to open that back out, because this stops you from breathing, it stops you from regulating your emotions well, and it stops you from being actually healthy and happy in the long run. So we want to open that back out. That's what I'll be doing with the movement portion today. And then in the meditation, I've got a psychological tool that you can use. Obviously we have this recording whenever you like to help you manage your grief. So let's make a start. Come to any comfortable seat. It can look like me, it can be on a block or a blanket, however you like. And start by bringing some alignment. So just bring your shoulders over your hips. Grow your spine nice and tall, and roll your shoulders up and down your back body to open your heart, crown of the head reaching towards the sky. If it feels okay, close your eyes, soften your gaze, focus on a spot, whatever you feel most comfortable with, and just start to allow your mind, your body, your breath to come into the now, letting go of your busy morning, anything that happened before here, anything that's going to happen after, and just be with yourself on your mat. Taking those deeper, slower, more nourishing breaths than you normally would. And just giving yourself time to be here and now. And if it feels okay, taking a gentle scan through your body from the top of your head down into the tips of your toes, and just seeing how your body feels today. Are there parts that need extra love, care and attention? Try to bring everything into your awareness, the bits that feel good, the bits that don't feel so good, and all the bits in between. Just noticing and welcoming everything as a message. And once you've scanned through your entire body, from the top of your head down into the tips of your toes, you're going to do the same, looking down into the mind. So you can imagine looking down into your own mind, or you can imagine your thoughts, memories, distractions as clouds, just watching them exactly as they are. So again, we're not trying to repress anything at all. In fact, we welcome them, but we stay in the seat of the witness, the observer, and just watch. So in the seat of witness, in this compartment of your mind, just thinking about an intention that you'd like to set for your practice, your session this morning. It can be anything you like, or you could use my example. I ride the waves of grief, like waves of the ocean, ebbing and flowing. Whatever comes up for you, repeat it 3 times in your mind. And when you're ready, we're going to start a little free flow movement practice. And remembering that you can move your body however you like in this portion, or you can follow me. If you've got your legs crossed one way, you might want to just change the motor, but again, you don't have to. So I'm going to start with my head and neck, just rolling the head and neck around. Now again, when we experience like intense emotional stress, bigger ones than sort of frustration, irritation, or slight sadness, those really intense emotions, a lot of stagnation and tension happens in the shoulders and the sides of the neck. So we're going to work a little bit with that too to start with, but this is your opportunity to just start moving that area around, really thinking about how your neck feels, how the tops of your shoulders feel, and if there's a lot of tension you might be carrying there that you haven't noticed before you got to class. So you can roll the head and neck, look up and down, look side to side, whatever you like. And then when you're ready, rolling the shoulders, shaking the shoulders, shimmy, or again doing some other kind of movement that feels right in your body. Doesn't have to be a yoga movement, doesn't have to be a movement you have ever done before. Just what feels right in this moment. And again, you can treat any of the emotions we've explored, but in particular grief in this way, just thinking about what you need in the moment is also really useful. It doesn't have to be anything we've practiced here. It could be going outside for a breath of fresh air, it could be having a rest, having a nap, it could be a bit of dancing. So just feeling with no agenda what your body needs in the moment can be a really powerful tool. Coming down into the rib cage, you can open and close the ribs, you could slide it side to side, roll it round. Again, thinking about opening out that heart and opening out the front of the body, letting go of that protective posture. That kind of actually sets in chronically when you've been through grief. When you're angry or sad, it kind of comes in temporarily, and then you release it. But with grief, there can be this chronic closing in the front of the body. Coming down into the hips, rolling the hips around. Squeeze in the pelvic floor, tucking and untucking the pelvis. When you're ready, come to the centre, back to your stillness in whatever seat you fancy. Let's take a nice big deep breath in, reaching up to the sky, and exhaling, floating your fingertips around you. And we're going to think about pushing out any old stagnant energy, anything that doesn't feel useful, and bringing in whatever energy that you like, that you want to surround your body. I sometimes actually use people that have passed away to help protect me. So that might sound a bit hippy but we do that a lot, don't we, Jamie? So calling in your ancestors or somebody that you were close with to help protect your energy around you can be a nice way to connect with them, even though they're not with you physically. You could do that if you wanted to today. And notice as you move your fingertips around the space, your spine is going to want to join in. So taking a nice side bend or a little twist or a forward fold or a back bend, just noticing your spine moving in all those different ways. wiggle your toes, roll your ankles, shake your knees, have another little stretch, however you like, and thinking about your body now as a nice whole piece, all together, working together in harmony, and just taking those final little wiggles, stretches, and movements as whole body movement. Wonderful. Come back to your seat when you're ready. And we're just going to take a short little breath work practice. Now, I feel like breath work is so commonly used now, we almost like gloss over when people start talking about it. This one is, again, I keep throwing this term around, clinically proven. And I like a bit of clinically proven. It means we've watched the benefits over various bodies and over a long period of time to see the benefits. And it's been shown that people who breathe less per minute have much better emotional resilience than people who don't. So thinking about consciously slowing your breath down can actually really help you to cope with your stress better. This is just really simple. So thinking about breathing in for 4 or 5, having a little pause or a long pause of 4 or 5, breathing out the same, and then pausing again. So I'll repeat that. You breathe in for 4 or 5, or however long feels suitable for you today. Pause, breathe out for 4 or 5, and pause again. You don't have to worry about counting if that doesn't feel natural and it feels a bit strained. Just think about slowing down and allowing that breath to do whatever it wants to do. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly as you breathe. Bring that alignment in, close your eyes if you're comfortable to do that, and just start to breathe in. And I like to breathe in and out through my nose, as your nose is actually your primary function for breathing. If you need to use your mouth, go ahead and do that. Some people like to breathe in through their nose and out through their mouth. So whatever suits you best is what I'm trying to say. Let's just have a go at that for a couple of minutes, okay? Make a note of how you feel now, and then when we finish, make a note of how you feel after. fingertips away. You see as you point that index finger or your middle finger, you feel that line pulling into your neck. Let go of some of that tension. This opposite arm can come over onto the side of the face and just gently ease it down a little lower. Don't create any pain. An intense stretch is fine, just as long as it doesn't feel like it's going to have repercussions. So nice deep breath, just releasing all that tension in the side of the neck. Lovely. Come through centre and swap sides. First of all, just let the ear drop down, let the weight of your head carry that stretch. When you're ready, you can take that arm and point the fingers away. And then opposite arm comes up and over, just to ease, if it's there, into a little deep stretch. When you're ready, letting that go, coming into the centre. We're going to bring our chin down onto our chest and just take some tension out of the back of the neck. Then turn your chin towards your right shoulder, so you're looking kind of down on the diagonal. From here, you're going to look up and down, but keeping your head tilted. It's a really small movement. It's just a tiny little movement. Make sure you move safely. That's it. Really good for working out all that stress, all that emotional baggage, all of that squeezing off that happens in the neck. Really good for activating the vagus nerve, which is running in conjunction with our parasympathetic nervous system, allowing us to feel relaxed and calm and safe in our body. Lovely. Next time you come down, roll your chin back to the centre and then over the other way. So looking down on the diagonal, and then start to turn your head, looking up towards the sky and back down towards the floor, keeping your head tilted. Lovely, bring your head back down, roll it onto your chest, and then just start to roll the head from side to side, eventually turning that into a full head roll. This time just spend really a lot longer getting really into every degree of that circle. Slow it right down, go both directions. Lovely, come back to the centre. Have a little shimmy and shake if you need to. Swap your legs over if you need to. Let's take some sun breaths. When we come back with our arms, I want you to think about going back behind your body and not flaring the ribcage out, but just sort of opening the heart, okay? So bring your hands into prayer position. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, open your arms and squeeze them back behind you, sending your heart forward and your shoulder blades together. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale, open. Keep it going. Your breath, your body. You can work at any pace you like. It might be faster than me, it might be slower. Whatever you choose is perfect, so don't worry. Next time you come back, just stay there, breathe naturally, keep Squeeze back just like we did. And now as you exhale, bring your arms together, your forearms. Inhale, squeeze it back, open your heart. Exhale, bring it in. Few more times. Lovely. One more time back and forward. And then release the arms down. Just spend a moment here on your mat, thinking, checking in with the body, thinking about how you feel, how the heart feels, how the shoulders feel. Lovely. We're going to make our way onto all fours. We're coming forward, knees under hips, shoulders and arms in line. Fingertips forward, eyes of the elbows shine forward. Now we're going to come down into puppy pose, have your toes tucked at the back. This is quite an intense pose on the shoulders, so you don't have to bring your chest and chin all the way down. You can also stack your pillows and come down onto those if it feels too much. Just be careful, that's what I'm trying to say. If you've got upper shoulder, upper back issues, don't come all the way down. So from here, we're going to slide our arms wider and far away from us, bringing our chest and our chin down onto the mat as far as possible anyway, they might not come all the way down. And keeping your hips stacked over your knees, just allow that heart to really open. Nice deep breaths into the body and out of the body. When you're ready, bring your arms back into neutrals, they're shooting right out in front of you, and help yourself all the way down into Sphinx pose, bringing your elbows under your shoulder and your collarbones are nice and wide. Take a few deep breaths for me. Think about opening out the front of the chest, shoulder blades together, relaxing the glutes. If it's there, you can change this into a cobra so you can straighten your arms. If it's not there, just keep your elbows on the ground. That's perfect. Again, lifting tall through the upper body, releasing the lower body. Take a nice deep breath in. You're going to turn your head and look down at one of your toes or your feet, or just to the side. Inhale through centre and exhale, turn it the other way. Lovely. Come back to the centre, one little stretch and then exhale all the way down. Keep your arms back beside your body. You can rest your chin or your forehead on the floor. It depends on your body. You can also rest on the side of your cheek if you want to. Take a nice deep breath in and just raise your right leg off of the floor. It might just be the toes, maybe you get the whole leg up, it's fine, whatever works for you. Exhale, bring it back down onto the floor. Completely relax that leg. Inhale, come left. I'm going to do that a couple of times. So moving that leg in a straight line, straight up towards the sky. Inhale up and exhale down. Fantastic. When you're ready, if you want to, you're going to lift both legs straight up into the sky and exhale them back down. Do that a couple of times. And then if you want to, if it's there, next time you lift your legs, both legs. You're going to lift your upper body, shoot those arms back. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale back down. Do that a couple of times. Think about your heart lifting and opening up towards the sky, drawing those shoulder blades together, pointing the fingers and toes. Exhale back down. Let's just do that one more time. Fantastic. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press back through all fours and come into a child's pose. Pressing your glutes back towards your heels and dropping your heart down towards the floor. If you've got some blocks, feel free to put your hands on your blocks if you want a bit more of a heart opener, or you can kind of umbrella your fingertips. If not, just stay where you are. Nice deep breaths, letting that heart drop down. When you're ready, lower those arms, remove those blocks, come back to the centre, come through all fours, bring the knees back under the hips, tuck the toes. We're going to come up into a downwards facing dog. So send your glutes back and then lift them up, pressing the heart down, lifting your glutes as high as they go, tapping the feet, shaking the hips. Think about really pressing and opening the heart. That's our focus today. Reopening the front of the body. Walk your hands towards your feet. Once you're there, just let your upper body dangle. You can sway, you can grab your elbows, you can shake the hips, paddle the feet, shake your hands, yes and no, shake your shoulders. Taking some deep breaths into the back body. Bring your hands behind your thighs or behind your calves, or even hook them onto your big toe, whatever you prefer, and just draw your body a little bit deeper towards your legs. Thinking about deep release here. Big deep breaths. When you're ready, roll up, bone by bone by bone, stacking everything one on top of the other. Big shoulder roll at the top and just come into your mountain pose, feet under hips, shoulders over hips, heart shining forward, palms shining forward, and crown of the head reaching towards the sky. You might want to have a little feel of your pelvis, check it's neutral, doesn't need tucking or untucking. Okay, perfect. Step your feet nice and wide for me. Wide is comfortable anyway, about 1 metre apart. You're going to turn your right foot out. That's it. If you're off your mat, just check it's not too slippy, okay? This heel is going to shine into the arch of your opposite foot or the heel, depending on your body. Try and keep your hips square with the long edge of your mat or knee if you're facing me. Bring your arms out and roll your shoulders down your back body. You're going to go towards that turned out leg, but slide laterally first, like you're reaching for someone over a cliff. And then you're going to come down either onto the thigh or your calf. If you want to, you can grab a block and put it there and hold the block instead. If it's there also, you could come all the way down, fingertips to the floor, but don't do that if it hurts. If you find the front of your body closing in, come higher up the leg onto the thigh so you can keep your heart open, okay? Nice deep breaths here. Option to stay here, or you can come into a triangle twist. So you're going to lower that top arm to meet the other one on the floor. Replace that arm, turn your body in the opposite direction and open your arm to the sky, fingertips pointing to the ceiling. Few deep breaths, it's quite a tricky one. And then when you're ready, lower that arm back down to the floor and open your top arm to face the front again. Perfect. Big deep breath. When you're ready, bend that knee, come up through warrior two. Lower your arms, straighten your legs. Perfect. Let's do that the other way. Turn your left foot out and your right foot forward. Keeping your hips square to the long edge of the mat, or me if you're facing me. Keep this leg straight. Open your arms wide, shoulder height. Sliding your shoulder blades down the back of your body to open your heart. Nice deep breaths. Slide your rib cage right over first and then come down either to the thigh, the calf, the block or the floor. Those are your options. Keep your chest open. Big deep breaths, fingertips pointing straight to the side. If your body's closing in, come up higher so you can get that open chest. It's not about how low you can go. Nice deep breaths, that's it. If it's there, bring that top arm down and then turn and twist to the back. That's it. Nice deep breaths. Few more breaths. And then when you're ready, bring that top arm down. Reopen to the front. Bend that supporting leg and come up through a warrior two. Straighten. Perfect. Turn your feet back together. Let's just flop down. Nice soft knees. Shake the head, shake the shoulders, roll them. You can kind of bend one leg and then the other, swaying side to side, and a little side lunge type motion. Lovely. Heel toe your feet back together. Big, big bend in the knees. Bring your bottom all the way back down to the floor. Take your time. Perfect. Okay. Have your legs wide. You can have a really big bend in the knees. You can even pop a pillow under each knee if you want to. If you prefer to, which I do, you could sit on a block or a cushion, just pick those hips up a little bit, but you don't have to. Let's come forward first. So think about just walking your fingertips a little bit forward, keeping your heart open and your shoulders back. It's not a big forward fold, we're just opening out those hips. These also get very tense in periods of long stress. And in its own time, your body will start to drop, and you can just relax then when you get to a certain point. Let the chin tuck down, let the shoulders round, let gravity take over. Let's just spend a minute or two here, breathing into the back of the body. Walk your hands over to one leg. You might be on the thigh, the calf, or you might be all the way at the feet. Same thing, but we're just turning the trunk of our body over one leg. Nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, walking back through centre, keeping that low body all the way over to the other side. Fantastic. Few more deep breaths. Back to centre, and then use your hands and arms pressing into the floor. Lift your body back up. Bend your knees, give your knees a nice big hug, and let your chin just rest on your knees. Is everyone okay kneeling today? Or I know some people struggle being on their knees. If you do, just come to a cross-legged position instead. If you're okay kneeling, come onto your knees now. Remember, you can pop the blanket under your knees if that helps. And we're kneeling up, so we've got our bottom lifted. But you can do all of this in a cross-legged position if you prefer. Again, knees under hips, that's it, shoulders over hips. Now we're going to start off really, really small. The full pose is quite intense. It's intense for me, so don't do it again if you've got any neck or back issues, or maybe even chest and shoulders, they're quite involved too. So I'll start off really slowly, and when you get to like, this is getting to my limit, stay there. I don't want you at full capacity. So bring your hands to the base of your spine, tuck your pelvis under, start to press the low back forward and then the middle back, and then release the upper back just a little way. Head comes slightly back, some tension in the neck, and take a nice deep breath in and out. Few rounds of those deep breaths. And then we're going to release that back, so lower back comes into alignment first, then middle, then upper. Perfect. If you want to move on from there, bring your hands forward, palms facing each other. And we're going to go back a little bit further, okay? Tuck the pelvis, send the low back forwards. Middle back, upper back, just an inch more, maybe a centimetre more, whatever's there for you. You're going to feel this in your quads and your thighs too. Few deep breaths, okay? Rolling everything back into alignment, lower back, middle back, upper back, okay? Stay here if you need to. If not, same thing, you're going to reach that hand down to your ankle when we get into that back bend, okay? So, lower pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper, and then reach, arch the heart forwards. Nice deep breath in. Take a few deep breaths. And then when you're ready, lift back up and bring that arm back up. Well done, guys. Same thing on the other side, coming into that back bend first. Always starting with that lower back, middle back. You never want to throw your upper back all into a back bend, okay? It comes last. Then a little bit deeper, shining the heart forwards. Beautiful. Come up. You know what's coming next, don't you? We're going to do both arms if it's there. If not, do one arm and then the other like we just did. So, back bend, low back, middle back, upper back. Both arms come onto the heels. You can let the head hang back a little bit more. Nice deep breaths. And you can come back up. You can bring your hands onto your low back. Well done, guys. Come forward into a child's pose. Reach your fingertips forward. Just stretch that back. Head on the earth. Nice deep breath. Tuck your toes under. So you're sitting on your heels and your toes are tucked underneath your body. Knees hip width apart. Keep your arms reaching to the top of the mat. Now what I want you to imagine is that your arms and your body are a trapdoor and you're going to lift them as one piece and you're all the way up. So breathe in, it's quite tricky, come all the way up. It's called pose of the hair, or yeah, so these are your ears. Exhale all the way down, like you're painting down a wall. Body in one piece. All the way down to the earth. Do that a couple of times. Inhaling up. That'll work, Nicole. And then exhale down without just flopping down. Lovely. Come into that child's pose. Untuck your toes. You can bring your toes together and your knees are wide now. And just take a moment to completely release and relax. We're going to move into our yin portion now. So the first movement is really simple. You're just going to lie on your back and let all of that lovely heart opening just integrate, just give yourself time. The symbolism there is that there's no rush to move on from one stage to the other, which applies very strongly to our topic today of grief. It doesn't happen in a linear way. It doesn't happen within a certain time frame. It's completely unique to you, and you've just got to give yourself the grace and the space to move however suits you. So walk your body back up. Come onto your back. You can use cushions onto your head, onto your neck, onto your hips, and the space behind your knees. And we're just going to relax on our back. If you're not comfortable on your back, you can lay on your side, your front, however you feel comfortable. And just allow your posture here to reset, to completely melt into the surface and to do whatever it needs to do. Everything to drop into place in its own time. And you can practice that breath work that we did at the start if you want to, just slowing down the breath with big pauses in between, or just breathe however feels comfortable to you right now. Closing the eyes and letting all of that integrate. Having a little breath. When you're ready, bend up your knees and roll onto one side. Press into the earth to help yourself up just momentarily. Now this week, if you've got a nice long cushion, a nice long cushion should be fine. You can put two cushions together and you're going to lay over the whole lot with your head hanging off at the end. So this is working as a kind of chest and hip opener. If you've just got blocks with you, 2 blocks, again lengthways along your spine will be fine. So to demonstrate, actually I'm just going to use one pillow, it's long enough. So you want your hips and your chest on that pillow or 2 blocks. Chest opening, hip opening, okay? I'm actually going to double my pillows up because I want the softness but a little bit of intensity there. And again, you can use 2 blocks if you want a deeper stretch today, or a bigger release, as I should say. Are you on your side? Yes, we're on our back, we're on our side. Have a little fidget around once you're there, have a stretch and yawn and a wiggle, and then close your eyes, going into that introspection of yin. Everyone okay? Here's some commotion. Okay, nice deep breaths, guys, extending those exhales. Thinking about the heart and the hips, releasing whatever needs to go. You don't need to know what it is exactly, but just trusting that whatever's being stored there that's not useful to you is going to leave in its own way. Closing your eyes, journeying through those layers of physical body sensations, breath, energy, emotions. Quote for you here. This one's from Queen Elizabeth II, and it says, "Grief is the price we pay for love." A few more deep breaths. And then when you're ready, you're going to bend up your knees, place your feet flat on the earth, just lift your hips up and slide whatever props you've got out, and then come back to lying on the mat. This is your Shavasana, so it can be whatever version of that you like. You can lay on your back, your side, your front, put a blanket over you, pop a cushion under your head. All I ask is that you feel super safe in whatever position that looks like, and you're relaxing your fingers, your toes, your whole body can just kind of flop and be open and supported by the surface beneath you. So spend a minute or two just getting there, readjusting. just giving yourself permission here to relax a little more deeply. You can say in your mind, I give myself permission to relax. There's nowhere I need to be and nothing I need to do right now. Taking a nice, big, deep breath in and gently, slowly breathing out. Feel your body relax from the top of your head down into the tips of your toes. You can do that a couple of times. Big, deep breath in, and as you exhale, letting the whole body totally relax. Now we're going to use a technique called ACT. The first A is for accept. And it's simply noticing what is here right now and what is true in this moment. So allowing your grief to be present without needing to change it. You might even say to yourself, this is grief, this hurts because I cared so much. And just sitting with that feeling, however it comes to you for the next moment or two, and acknowledging it exactly as it is, how it wants to be known. And the next, letter C for connect. Coming back to the present moment, feeling your body lying on the surface, noticing the sensation of your breath coming in and out of your body, and how your body moves to receive this breath. Noticing thoughts and feelings without needing to follow them or get caught up in them, just noticing them and letting them go away in that own time. You can even say in your mind, I am noticing sadness. I am noticing the thought that I cannot cope. Remembering that you are not your thoughts or your feelings, and that they're simply experiences moving through you. You are the container in which everything arises and falls, and not the thoughts and feelings. The last letter T is for take action, and ask yourself, what matters to me right now? Perhaps love, kindness, connection, or simply caring for yourself. Choosing one small action that reflects that value. Taking another deep, long, slow breath, and telling yourself that you don't have to let go of your grief, that you can make space for it, carry it gently, and take one small step towards what matters right now. And you can say in your mind, I can feel this pain and still move towards what matters. I can feel this pain and still move towards what matters. Just spend the next moment or two relaxing on your mat and thinking about what that looks like for you. Something you can do to improve your health and well-being. few more big, deep, slow breaths, thinking about just letting go of anything holding you back, standing in your way, things that aren't useful. And when you're ready, bring your consciousness back to your body simply by feeling it lie on the floor, noticing the weight of your head, arms, legs and torso, feeling where you end and the air begins. And bringing a little gentle movement into the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling your wrists and ankles, first one way and then the other. And taking that full body stretch, reaching your arms up to the top of the mat, pointing your fingers and toes, tensing every single muscle in your body and face, and then let it all go. Do that a couple of times. Squeeze, 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 and let it all go. Perfect. Bend up your knees and roll on to whichever side feels safest for you. Stay there for a moment. And give your upper body a big hug, a big squeeze, smiling to yourself gently. Pressing into the earth, come back up into the seat in which you started. Lovely, and we'll end our session today the way we always do with a few final breaths together. So taking a nice big deep breath down into the belly, bring your arms wide and your palms to touch up above you. Big deep slow exhale, floating your fingers through the air, touching the earth. And again, big deep breath in. Pressing the palms together, even slower, deeper exhale. One last time. This time leave your palms together at the top. Take a deep exhale through the crown, the third eye, the throat and onto the heart chakra. Relax your elbows and bring your chin down onto your chest. Taking a bow to your beautiful practice this morning, being brave enough to address something that we often don't want to face, that feels scary and big. Finding the courage to heal your heart. A bow to each other for the shared group energy and the space that you hold. And I bow to you for practicing with me this morning. Raising your head whenever you're ready. Thank you.